Hello there, Apps by viewers. My name's Peter, and I've got a hands-on video for you. This time it is with Tony Hawk's Shred Session. So this one's not out globally, so don't go looking for it just yet. But we wanted to bring you a quick hands-on with the game, just to kind of see how it's shaping up, what it's doing. And it's an auto runner, auto skater, auto action game, as you can probably tell. So in this mode, what I'm trying to do is avoid not smashing my shins off on low walls. That's what I'm trying to avoid. But I'm also trying to collect these golden shiny balls. And by doing that, I actually increase the timer that's at the top left. So I increase the amount of time that's on there, giving me a little bit more time to make it to basically an end goal. And this is kind of as part of a shred session. So basically the game gets its name by having these single player challenges for you to complete. And there we are. See, managed to keep going, managed to collect a whole bunch of different stuff. That was the collector mode. And if I wanted to go to the next session, I can do that. And the next session is all about performing tricks and beating the score. There's a lot of load times. Load times are a bit oof, but it's not a bad looking game. So, oh, I crashed. Oh no, this is Tony. Oh, nuts. Go on, let's drop in. So it's definitely not, it's probably not the Tony Hawk's game that you're looking for if you're a Tony Hawk's fan, but it's not bad. Like, it's not a terrible game as such. It's just probably not the game that you're after if you're a Tony Hawk super fan. It's the sort of game that if you play auto runners and you want another auto runner, well, guess what? There's one starring your favorite old man who still skateboards. So that's kind of the shred session stuff. Lots of different objectives all built into the auto runner formula. And then there's survival. So let's go to Santa Monica. I haven't unlocked any of the other areas. So I can buy lots of tricks if I want to. You have to buy tricks, unlock tricks. You can also purchase new gear, new skaters early, that sort of thing. In the shop, it is a free-to-play game. So let's skate. Come on now. So on the right-hand side, you'll see that I've got a bar, which is just kind of going down. And I need to fill it up by performing lots of cool tricks. And if I can keep it full, or keep it from emptying, I should say, then I will be able to just keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. And then I'll get a high score, and then I'll be the best. So, in terms of the controls and stuff, they're okay. You swipe anywhere that's not left or right to do a sort of ground trick like that. And you swipe left and right to change lanes, with the exception of if you're in the air. If you're in the air and you swipe left or right, then you do a grab. And it can be a little bit confusing, like sometimes the controls don't quite feel as accurate as you might want them to. Like you might feel like, I don't know, like you want to change lanes and you'll swipe to do that and then you won't actually be able to. The other kind of thing that's a little bit disappointing is that it doesn't really feel... doesn't really much feel like a Tony Hawk's game. And that's not, it doesn't feel like a Tony Hawk's game because it's not an action game with, free roaming-esque elements. It just doesn't really have much in the way to do with Tony Hawk's. Like, there aren't cool gaps for you to try to conquer. The attitude is kind of missing. There's none of that thug era, we're cool and underground and stuff like that, which, some people found distasteful, but some people quite liked. And, it isn't really about long chains anymore. You aren't really doing much of that sort of stuff. It's just kind of an auto runner, which is fine. Like I say, it's totally fine and totally serviceable as an auto runner. I should, just clarify, of course, this is an early build, an early-ish build, so it's doing stuff like that, which probably won't be in the final version. In fact, I can probably tell you that it definitely won't be, because Tony Hawk's is a big license, and they'll make sure it's polished before it actually fully comes out and stuff. So yeah, there we are. That's Tony Hawk's Shred Session. Not bad, not too bad, but not spectacular either. This is Peter with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.